Welcome back aboard this Vancouver 27. I promised you a new video when she had a new name, and that time is now. She's now called Treadmaster. Draleen is Manx for the Pleiades. You can look for accounts related to her. They'll be called Sailing Draleen in various places. Draleen has a family connection. There's a wonderful picture of my grandmother, who I never met, on my mum's side, standing beside a new boat named Draleen, which was built during the Depression to go fishing on the Isle of Man. So for the past several days my time has been occupied by hitting my deck with a large hammer and a scraper and a heat gun. So I've been doing great violence, and it's strangely painful to hit your own boat with a hammer. The reason is because some previous owner of this boat decided that the right thing to put on her deck was Treadmaster. Treadmaster is a fantastic non-slip compound that is very suitable for use on warships and workboats and aluminium hulls and steel hulls. It's not such a great choice for a glass fibre deck because glass fibre is relatively fragile and there is no known way of getting it off without hitting your deck with a heat gun and a scraper. What's more, this previous owner didn't elect to put down a few carefully placed panels of Treadmaster. No, wanting to ensure that their entire deck was, well, safe to tread on, they covered it from stem to stern with this wonderful sticky stuff. So it's been a lot of fun actually stripping it off. It's been nice to be working outdoors and to have progress being very visible and measured. There's lots of other good stuff going on. Down below, the boat's in the sort of chaos that you usually find when a boat's in refit. The headlinings are down and my accomplice Colin is working on various things. Indeed, yesterday we had the engine run up for the first time since I bought her, and that's fantastic because 1, it started, 2, it kept running, 3, it went into and out of gear, and that's all something that I'm very grateful for because you can't take these things for granted. This morning I had an electrical technician come round and look at the boat, and they now understand what we want and what the opportunities are, so they're going to send us a schematic and we can implement that carefully to see how we can integrate the electrics with the minimum fuss. The deck's never finished, nothing on the boat's ever finished, so having scraped and hammered it, the next thing I have to do is sand it down with this almighty beastly power sander that I've borrowed, and then we can fill it and sand it again. Second sand is never quite so bad as the first, and then we can paint it, and then we will once again have a non-slip deck, but this time it will be maintainable. Meanwhile, all around me I can see and hear the signs of a nautical spring. Boats are trundling round the yard, technicians are working everywhere I look, and the lovely sound of hulls splashing into water is getting more and more frequent. I'm very much looking forward to the day when Draleen joins them, bobbing happily in the river. It's a ways off yet, I think, but the essential actions are all in train now, and as far as the boat rehabilitation project's going, we haven't been attacked by any trolls or other nasties hiding in the many, many systems that all boats have. I should say that I'm enormously grateful to the yard for their unstinting help and for the willingness of many boatie friends to listen and make helpful suggestions. I should also say that the competence and good humour of the contractors who are helping me with the refit package is most welcome. Without all their contributions, progress would be very much slower and less encouraging at this stage.